Hi, my name is Jack Rosher. I am 15 years old. I turned 16 in November. As you know from previous videos, I have quit going to in-person school. I have started doing online school. That has not started yet, but soon it will start. And once again, the reason for that is so I can travel the world. I'm not good at sitting in front of this camera, so if it's awkward or if it's anything like that, I apologize. It'll get better. I'm gonna keep posting, and I know I haven't kept my word on doing it every day. I'm going through a really rough time right now. I will be 100% transparent on that. So give me some leeway. I know that that's frustrating, but just give me some time and I'll stop procrastinating and I will actually push videos out. I'm sorry, but here are the past couple of days updates in grave detail. So, I am going to Greece in January with my mother. There's been a few setbacks. So, what I had to do was I had to call my grandmother in Washington. She has lots of animals. She's got a big property. So, I had to call her. I had to ask her if she would take my cats, right? Because I can't take cats to Greece and we don't know how long we'd be. So, that's what I had to do, and I called her husband, my grandfather, to ask him if I could work. I've worked up there previously. I made about $4,500 working for him for a month, and I still have a bit of that money saved up. That was last year. That was last summer. It wasn't last year. It was this year, but it was the summer just before, right? So I have money from that, but I need to go back up there to make more money for traveling, right? So let me back up. How did this all start? So this is gonna sound dumb, but I hate in-person school. Like, I don't connect with any of the things. Like, I like my friends, but like, I don't like my teachers or anything. It's a weird thing. So I wanted to drop out, if I'm being honest. If I'm being completely transparent, I wanted to drop out of high school. And I called my mom. I'm not certain of the date. I'll find that. I'll put it on screen right here. And I was like, I'm gonna drop out of high school. Like, it's a waste of time, and I can't stand it. And she was like, well, there's got to be a better alternative. And of course, my dad agrees. Like, he wants me to go to school. He wants me to have my diploma. And I don't disagree at all. I mean, it's definitely important, especially if something were to go wrong down the line. Like, say I don't get rich, say I don't get successful. So we came to the agreement that I'd stay in school. I've done online school. I did online school in 7th grade. I did it for the same exact school. So I know what it's like, and it's not hard. So I'm gonna have to take extra math classes to get into college because of this traveling, but this traveling is gonna open my eyes and just present so many new opportunities for me. And the traveling came up in the same conversation of when I said I wanted to drop out. I was like, I just want to travel the world. That's why I think it's a waste of time to go to school. And my mom she's a very easygoing person, but we had to talk more about it and come to an agreement. That's technically all unimportant. The important part is that my dad has to know because I live with him. So same night, I hung up that 2-hour phone call with my mom, and I went inside and told my dad all these plans. Like, I am leaving High, and by the way, High is right across the street from my house. Like, it's a 2-minute walk. We kind of moved into this place so I could be closer to school. That's definitely not why 100%, but it was definitely a factor. So I told my dad that. I was like, I'm doing online school. I believe school is a waste of time and I want to travel the world, and I'm going to travel the world with my mother. And he's like, okay, that's a lot. And he was up for it. He was actually really, really excited about it. He was like, let's go. I'll get my passport. Let's do it. And I don't come from money. Let me reiterate that I do not come from money. I just live in an apartment with my father, and my mom lives in a motel. I mean, I don't have any money. It's gonna be a hard traveling experience, but it's definitely gonna be a learning lesson, and I cannot wait to document all of it. So We're gonna be staying at hostels. We're gonna have to work jobs there. We're gonna have to get gigs, basically. So it's gonna be a lot of pain, but it's still gonna be obviously a lot of fun. So I'm super excited for that. But anywho, back to what I was saying is my dad originally agreed to it. Big plans come with even bigger problems with the other people in our families. So further down the line, a couple days later, I had to break the news to my grandmother, and my grandmother is very, very judgmental. And it's a confusing situation, if I'm being completely honest, because she talks about travel, she talks about how it's great, but then I break the news to her and she starts insulting me and yelling at me. So she's a very confusing person, but I told her and she sat there and insulted me and insulted my mother, and I seriously didn't expect that. So that was rough to listen to, but I'm not cracking. We're still going to Greece. So that happened. My grandmother was 100% not in support of the traveling because she wants me to do it when I'm older and do it when I'm like an adult. I mean, I understand where she's coming from. She wants me to finish school and then go do that. My original plan was to go into the Navy, and I probably still will do that. But she was okay with the Navy, and I was going to go in the Merchant Marines too, and she was okay with that. So I'm not certain why she's not okay with me traveling with my mom. But they've never gotten along. But that's not important. Anywho, and now my grandmother, my dad's mom, is super mad, and they work together. She owns a company, and my dad works for her. My dad's the co-owner of the company, so they work together. So it's a lot. My grandma's all like, "Why are you in support of this? Like, what's wrong with you? You're a bad father." And it's just, it took a toll on him. This is all in the past couple days, and I don't put this in the updates because I'm lazy, but this is the video where I tell you everything. He's just been pounding and like knocking at his door. I mean, not literally, but like just trying to stop this travel, and it's really getting to him. She won't come into work, and he needs her there to run the business, right? He's the only employee at the business. So it's a lot of extra work for him if she doesn't show up, and that's her punishment. So he came home last night and he wanted to have a talk with my mother. My parents are divorced, by the way, but they got divorced in 2019. They've made up since then. So what happened is he was like, "I'm out." He told me that he's out. So I'm not gonna lie, that really, really hurt. I'm gonna be transparent with that, because I was super stoked that he wanted to come. So, you know, I don't judge him for that. I'm not holding it against him because his mother is really a piece of work, for lack of a better term, and I know that it was definitely taking a toll on him, and maybe he still will come in the future, but for now he's out, and that's a shame. But I'm not cracking. My mom's not cracking. We're still going, and yeah, it's been a rough couple days with that information and with all this drama around traveling. Yeah, so that's about it with the family side. Still have to update my grandparents in California, and she's not going to take that well either. But really, honestly, my mom doesn't really care about what she thinks like my dad does care about what his mom thinks. So that will go better than what's going on with his mom right now, hopefully. They can't talk me and my mom out of it. Don't worry about that. I'm not worried about that. So for now, we're still going. And like I said before, I've sold my car. I have $3,600. I bought a brand new iPhone 15. It's the Plus, so that'll help for traveling big time. So that's super exciting. And I didn't spend that much on it, so I still have about $3,200 in cash. So that's what I have right now, and I'm gonna go up to Washington and work for a month. Hopefully, can't confirm or deny that. Hopefully I will, and that'll put another $3,000 in my pocket at least. So I guess I'll do a little house tour, a little room tour. This is my room. I can record in here because I got my PC. Yeah, there's all my money, and that's where I was recording just now. Just right here, leaning my phone up against this. I got my cologne collection and all that. A little bit of light, and then just window, whatever. But yeah, like I said, I do not come from money whatsoever. So this whole vacation thing and this whole wanting to make money is all out of my own brain, because I do not come from money. And I don't wish I did, because it makes life more fun to not come from money. It makes it more challenging. So, and I've been partying all weekend. I am so unlocked. I've been procrastinating the entire weekend, and my friends have gotten a couple days off school because of this fire called the Davis Fire. So I've been just partying, and it's horrible. My life is, look at me, I'm so tired. My eye bags are horrible, but anyways, that's all I got. So once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and please join my journey. Thank you.